Hi everyone, and welcome to the final edition of the Cyclone Snapshot for the 2024-2025 school year. It is amazing that we are here in June with summer soon to be upon us. Later in the show, I will be speaking with two fantastic members from our TV production and morning news class, the class who helps produce this very show. But first, here's a recap of the month of May at the high school. On May 5th, our art teachers participated in the District Art Show, showcasing the various talents of our students at the public library. It was great to see our staff and student work being shown for all the community to see at our public library. Also in May, our Wood Design Club visited the Sandell Center for their Mother's Day boutique. Southside High School students created various items that they sold at this great community event. Well done. Also in May was our annual TED Ed Night. Students got up on stage and shared their big idea worth sharing. I'm so proud of these students for having the courage to stand on stage and deliver their inspiring message. Thank you to Ms. Noor, Ms. Brown, and Dr. Denbin for their help in supporting our students. May 5th through 9th was Teacher Appreciation Week. Thank you to all of our staff for their dedication and commitment to our students. We greatly appreciate all of you. In the middle of May, our dance club held their first community-wide dance clinic for dancers in our community across grades K through 8. This was a wonderful event that brought our community together around a common passion. Thank you to Ms. Ferrara and Ms. Norton, the advisors of the dance club, for coordinating. On May 17th, the junior class hosted the annual Junior Carnival. This was a great experience for all of our students and brought together students from our entire district. Thank you to our student leaders and class advisors, Ms. McLeod and Ms. Ryder, for organizing. We also had 14 students place in the AATSP National Spanish Exam Contest. Congratulations to these exceptional students. Thank you to Ms. Green and our World Language Department for facilitating. At the end of May, our Code Conquest team competed in a hackathon against some of the top coding competition across Nassau County schools. Our team represented our school so well and has so much to be proud of. Thank you, Mr. Gamache, for your leadership of the club. Congratulations to all of our juniors who were recognized at the Junior Awards ceremony. These fantastic students should be proud of all their accomplishments. Also, congratulations to all of our students and staff for an amazing center stage performance this year. The show was terrific, and it was great to see students coming together, showing teamwork, compassion, and kindness. Well done. At this time in the show, I'd like to welcome our two students to discuss our morning news and TV production class. Welcome. If you guys wouldn't mind, start by talking a little bit about our TV production and morning news class.
All right, well, I'll go first. Basically, the TV production class at the high school is a class where you get a really good aspect of the hands-on experience of being in a production. You learn essential skills such as storyboarding and just general camera framing stuff that will help you later in life if you do choose to pursue something like this.
Yeah, that's terrific. That's great.
And for our morning news class, we basically obviously produced the morning news shows like Second Period. And being in the class actually really showed me that being on TV is not as easy as it looks, as they make it seem. So it was just such a great experience being able to be behind the scenes of everything that goes on for the morning news.
Yeah, what you guys mentioned about the behind the scenes aspect of it is what's so interesting about it. And I think not a lot of people understand how fortunate we are in this school to have such a great TV studio here. So that leads into my next question. Tell our viewers a little bit about the TV studio, some of the equipment, some of the behind the scenes stuff that happen that make sure we have the most top-notch program for producing content.
Well, for starters, we have a lot of jobs that you can choose from. You can do camera operator, switcher, teleprompter, director, audio, CG, the list goes on and on and on. And when we have productions like Red and Blue, which incorporate all of those, it's really amazing to see how well it all fits together. And you mentioned that we're really fortunate to have the features that we have. Most high schools, they don't have two aspects of the TV studio. We have the control room and then we have the studio that we're in. And seeing other high schools, it's just nice to see how fortunate we are that we can have stuff like this.
Yeah, you guys take advantage of it, so kudos to you. Yes.
Well, for me, the behind the scenes, honestly, like what Chris was just saying, we had different jobs. I was lucky enough to be able to do every single job. My favorite was probably directing, for sure.
Great. And that's really the value of this. You guys get a chance to see if this is something that you really want to continue to pursue later on, whether it's in college or later on down the road as a potential job, because you have a chance to see what it really looks like in the real world. So great experience for the students that are participating. What would you say have been the most important skills that you've learned from your time in either morning news or TV production?
You wanna go first?
So some skills was public speaking. I used to be so afraid of speaking to like people or like being in front of a camera, but like this class, like taking it both semesters, honestly, like I felt I got more at ease and became like much more better public speaking wise.
That's great.
For me, I'd probably say directing the most, because I do direct the school productions such as the plays and musicals, and as a freshman and sophomore, it was kind of tricky because I was still trying to wrap my head around it. But once I took morning news and this class, it became easier because instead of doing it 2 times a year, I was doing it in my every day-to-day life.
That's great. It's wonderful. So if we have any students that are watching, or parents for that matter, and are saying, hey, you know, that sounds like something I'd be interested in, what would be your message to a student or a parent who's considering having a kid take the class?
Well, I would tell them definitely take the class because it honestly gives such great life experience. Like if you want to major in like TV production or like film in the future, this class, like TV production and morning news and also the video club, like they really like teach you those like opportunities and like help you get better within those like opportunities.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even if you don't take TV production or morning news, there's still other clubs like the video club, for example. Like I'm majoring in this in college next year, and I'd say if I didn't take TV production, then the video club was like a major stepping stone in getting to where I am. Although this class did help as well, because I did learn like the basic skills like storyboarding, camera operator, and like all that stuff like that.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for giving an insight to our viewers about this great program that we have here. It was important for me to bring you guys on because I wanted our community to know that this show is based off of your guys' work, right? And that's what makes it so special. And even the crew that's behind here, you guys can't see them at home, but there's a whole crew behind the scenes here that are working hard, making sure, working the teleprompter, working the cameras. So thank you all. As well as Mr. Lichter and Ms. Voltaggio, who lead the program. And thank you so much for making this come together and giving our students such a great opportunity. So we greatly appreciate it. So thank you so much. At this point in the show, I'd like to pivot to our hallway interview segment.
Hopefully relax and get caught up on some of my reading.
I'm be driving all up and down the East Coast, driving my daughter to softball games. That's what I'm doing all summer.
Having fun on a beach and reading a book.
In July, I'm going to go to Peru. My husband's from there. I'm going to take my son there. And in August, I'm traveling to Milwaukee to see Cyndi Lauper.
Well, I'm planning on playing a lot of golf. I'm planning on doing a little camping vacation for a week and going to visit some family.
I plan on going to Maine and a little bit of homecation.
I'm going to go to the beach and work on my tan because I need to do that. But otherwise, I'm going to be here and planning for the new year to prepare students and teachers and all of our staff with fresh schedules and resources and curriculum and all those kind of fun things that we all look forward to.
Here's what's upcoming at the high school in June. On Tuesday, June 10th, we have our spring concert number 1 at 7 p.m. On Wednesday, June 11th, we have our spring concert number 2 at 7 p.m. On Thursday, June 12th, we have our Varsity S Senior Athletic Awards Ceremony beginning at 6:30 p.m. On Saturday, June 14th, we have an ACT exam. It's not held at Southside High School, but it is open for students. On Monday, June 16th, the marking period 4 ends. It's our last day of classes before Regents and Final Exams week. On Tuesday, June 24th, we have our senior prom, 6:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. at the Heritage Club at Bethpage. Immediately following that, we have our PTA post-prom party at Dave & Buster's. On Wednesday, June 25th, we have our mandatory graduation rehearsal for all of our seniors at the school at 11:30. And we have Friday, June 27th, our graduation ceremony for our class of 2025 at Hofstra University at 5 p.m. We look forward to recognizing and celebrating the senior class. Thank you all for joining us this year for our Cyclone Snapshots. I wish all of our students and families a wonderful summer. Thank you, as always, for your support and partnership. I hope you all have a great summer. Take care.